Esau's after the holy seed. Esau's after the holy race. The Jewish elites on this planet know who Israel is. Even if you simpletons and you Christians and you Muslims and even if you guys don't know who Israel is, the Jewish powers who are in control of this planet right now, they do know. They do know. They know the Bible. They know. They know they lose. They know they're not holy. They know they're not chosen. They know that they sold their birthright. And that's why Esau is after the holy people. Now, I mentioned this, when was it? Back in the middle of November. Just briefly, and I'm going to briefly mention it again. There is a race of people on the earth that's holy, and every other race on the earth is not. The race of people on the earth that's holy are Israelites. Okay? Not European Jewry. Okay? So, let's read Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Okay? Deuteronomy 10 and 15. Deuteronomy 10 and 15, a few pages over, says this: Only the Lord had a delight in thy fathers to love them, and he chose their seed after them, even you above all people, as it is this day. And that's why you have people like Bill Gates, God-hating reprobate devil, wanting to vaccinate all the so-called black people on the planet. Alright? Because he knows, and his ilk know that that's their enemy. And they want to completely wipe Jacob off the face of the earth. That's what this whole thing is about. Edom versus the holy people. Alright? Now, will Edomites and Elamites and Hamites and Moabites, will they face the wrath of Esau? Absolutely. They're going to get caught up with things like vaccinations when you don't need it. We never vaccinate. I mean, there are certain things that you don't need to give your baby. You know? For example, you don't need to give your baby formula. Your wife has milk in her bosom to feed your baby, to get natural food. But see, Esau wants you to give your baby formulas. And who knows what's in that formula? And who knows what's in those shots that he wants your babies to get before you leave the hospital? Okay? Vaccinations, GMO food, GMOs, chemtrails. Talked to a guy the other day, he never even heard of the chemtrail thing, because this guy just goes to the church building every Sunday, and that's what he does, but he doesn't know anything outside of that, He doesn't understand the war that's going on right now. Chemtrails, they're real. I take pictures of them all the time. All the time. And I try to post it as often as I can, to document it. Somebody asked me one time, what do you mean document it? Well, so at least people in my sphere of influence can understand that there are wicked people flying planes, dumping chemicals over cities, killing crops, and weakening your immune systems. Alright? And all that's targeted at Jacob, the holy people. In Leviticus, let's go backwards. In Leviticus, the people of the Most High were called to be a holy people, and it's interesting because in Leviticus 11, the Most High gives a list of foods that Israel was supposed to eat, and he lists off animals that Israel was supposed to abstain from. Okay? The vacuum cleaners of the earth, like pigs, catfish, lobster, shrimp. These are bottom feeders. These are vacuum cleaners, and Israel wasn't supposed to partake in this food. And in the same chapter, in chapter 11, here's what it says in verse 44. It says, "For I am the Lord your God, ye shall therefore sanctify yourselves, and ye shall be holy, for I am holy. Neither shall ye defile yourselves with any manner of creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. For I am the Lord that bringeth you up out of the land of Egypt to be your God. Ye shall therefore be holy, for I am holy." And oh, by the way, Peter repeats that same scripture in 1 Peter chapter 1 and 15. "Be ye holy, for I am holy." All right? There's a holy people on the face of the earth. Now, it shouldn't lead an Israelite to boast about that. All right? I mean, you should feel thankful and grateful. And it should cause you to feel humble that you are an Israelite according to the flesh. But you shouldn't be boastful about it. And there are plenty of people out there today that are boasting in that flesh. Instead of being humble, they're boastful. And I'm not saying that all of us have boasted before. Okay, I'm not saying that I'm above that. I've done that before myself. But that's who this war is. That's who this war is against. Israel. Okay, Israel, the poor people on the earth, by and large, the people that don't have anything, the people who have been subjugated to ghettos, and it's interesting because these fake Jews, these European Jews who have stolen an identity and a heritage, they like to talk about that Holocaust a lot. They like to talk about how poor they were in those German ghettos. Jewish people are not poor by and large. If a Jewish person is poor today, it's because he's chosen or she's chosen to be that way. They're rich. Okay? They're people, they're the people running the globe. They're the ones that are the enemies of the Most High, and they're the ones targeting the holy people of the Most High. Okay? These fake Jews are going to go down in flames very, very, very soon.